If everyone could please close your eyes, I'd like you to visualize something with me. You're sitting in a bunk bed in a dark, cold room, surrounded by nothing but criminals and steel bars. And the only memory you have is of a small child lying face down on the pavement, crushed by your black Suburban. All you can think about are the two young parents dressed in black, crying over the coffin of their deceased son. And you ask yourself, why did I have to drink that night? Better yet, why did I have to drive after? And was it really worth it? You can open your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to talk to you about drinking and driving. I would like to explain to you why drinking and driving can ruin your life by sharing with you some statistics such as injuries and deaths caused by drinking and driving in America, some real-life stories, and what can happen to you, accident or not. I'll start with some statistics. Did you know that in 2006, there were a total of 13,470 fatalities and crashes involving an alcoholic impaired driver? This represents an average of one alcoholic impaired fatality every 39 minutes. There are also 36% of deaths in California were because of the misuse of alcohol. And also in the years 2004 to 2006, there has been 49,633 fatalities relating to drunk driving. According to MAD, which stands for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the National Association, in 2007, 12,998 people died in drunk driving accidents. They predict that if this rate stays the same, 3 out of every 10 Americans will be involved in a drunk driving accident sometime in their lives. In 1991, Jason Barber was street racing with his friends and drinking alcohol. They all wanted to have a good time, and that's it. But that changed when Jason caused a crash that killed his passenger, Jason's 15-year-old brother. Jason was charged with vehicular manslaughter and sent to the California State Prison on a 6-year sentence. Jacqueline Sabrita was 19 years old when she was hit by a drunk driver. She was hit by another car driven by a 17-year-old male student on his way home after packing a couple hard packs with his friends. Not everyone gets hit and dies. 60% of Jacqueline's body was covered in third-degree burns. I'll now explain to you the consequences. If the driver's BAC, which is blood alcohol concentration, is over the legal limit, which is 0.08, he or she can receive a suspended license or other things like fines up to $30,000 or more, loss of license, a felony which can cause jail time 10 years or more, or you can get a misdemeanor that you can go to jail for under a year. Drinking and driving is a very serious crime. Within one night, it can transform you into what could have been considered as just a young kid with bad judgment to a murderer trapped behind bars for possibly the rest of your life. Everyone hates getting grounded because they miss curfew, but would you rather be locked up in your room for a couple months or locked up in jail for possibly the rest of your life? Drinking and driving is a very simple and quick way for you to throw your life away. No one is saying it's bad to drink, but when you involve innocent lives, that's when it gets serious. A lot of good, nice people drink alcohol. Innocent, intelligent, talented people who just want to have fun after a hard day's work. But we all know what happens when we drink too much, and everyone makes mistakes. But think about it. A doctor, smart and handsome, who went to school for 10 years, goes to a dinner party. He has a lot to drink, but he thinks he can drive himself home. As he's driving, a little girl runs after her puppy in the middle of the street. The handsome doctor hits the girl and kills her. The police come and see that the doctor has had too much to drink and arrest him. The doctor is not only charged with DUI, but also manslaughter, and he's put away for 15 years. I will conclude my speech with a poem. Maybe some of you have heard it, maybe not. It's pretty popular. It's called I Went to a Party, Mom. I went to a party, Mom, and remembered what you said. You told me not to drink, Mom, so I had Sprite instead. I felt proud of myself, the way you said I would, that I didn't drink and drive, though some friends said I should. I made a healthy choice, and your advice to me was right. The party finally ended, and the kids drove out of sight. I got into my car, sure to get home in one piece. I never knew it was coming, Mom, something I expected the least. Now I'm lying on the pavement, and I hear the policeman say, the kid that caused this wreck was drunk. Mom, his voice seems so far away. My own blood's all around me as I try hard not to cry. I hear the paramedics say this girl is going to die. I'm sure the guy had no idea while he was flying high. Because he chose to drink and drive, now I would have to die. So why do people do it, Mom, knowing it ruins lives? And now the pain is cutting me like 100 stabbing knives. Tell sister not to be afraid, tell Daddy to be brave, and when I go to heaven, put Daddy's girl on my grave. Someone should have talked to him that it's wrong to drink and drive. Maybe if someone had, I'd still be alive. My breath is getting shorter, and I'm getting really scared. These are my final moments, and I'm so unprepared. I wish that I could hold you, Mom, as I lie here and die. I wish I could say I love you, Mom, so I love you and goodbye. Now if everyone could close your eyes for me one more time, I would like you to visualize something with me. You're at a party with your friends, and your friends ask you to drink with them. Your curfew is midnight, so you say no thanks next time, maybe when I'm not driving. You leave the party at around 11:30. As you're driving home, you see a happy young couple walking their dog with their son. The little boy is close to the street, and it kind of scares you, but you haven't had any alcohol, and you're alert enough to know where he is and where your black Suburban is. You get home safe, and you go to bed. Not in a bunk bed, not in a jail cell, but at home where you belong. Thank you.
So Carlos, what did you think?
I really liked your attention grabber at the beginning. The statistics were really informative. I liked how you used the story of Jason and Jacqueline on your speech. And you seemed confident, and I liked the transactions. I really followed it, and it was good. I'm never gonna drink and drive again no more. And the poem was really touching, and the ending was cool too.
All right. Yeah, and the visualization at the beginning and at the end, I'm not sure that you need to have people close their eyes, but I do like the way that you use the visualization as a contrast, in the situations, and it's a good dramatic example. The structure of the speech it's very well organized, it's pretty easy to follow. Your transitions, though, are a little obvious. It just seems like you get to the point and say, and now the next point is, and I think you need to be a little more graceful than that. The material's a little underdeveloped. I think I like the examples that you have, but you often leave out detail or don't put them into a context, except for the poem that you have at the end. The delivery, I think, could be a little bit stronger. It's not bad, but I think you need to work a little bit on the emotions, especially, for instance, in the section where you're doing the poem at the end. And it is a long poem. It takes a chunk of time. It almost eliminates the need to have that concluding visualization that you have, although you're looking at it from both the perspective of a potential victim and somebody who might be a perpetrator, and that's a good thing. And the examples that you had give us a little bit of emotional appeal. The poem always tears me up whenever I hear it, so it's one of those things that's got a good emotional hook to it. It works pretty well. All right, thank you.